Never mind. I was going to say something crazy then, so I'm very, very glad. Hello, welcome to Growers Not Showers. This is my podcast, actually, and they're just kind of running it for the last couple of weeks. But I am the guest, obviously. And how have your 2 weeks been, man? Oh, men?
Who, you got to pick someone to go first, mate.
All right, Camille.
Good, to be honest. Rehab has started for my poor little hip. Right now it's just mobility based drills at home. I've got my first stability sort of session tomorrow. We did, so the kind of assessment that he did with me, the whole thing lasted about 3 hours. And so my rehab guy, he's also an osteo, but he's done a lot of additional research into rehabilitation, movement mechanics, etc. So I kind of understand what he did, but like to the level of detail that he did it to, I would not be able to replicate that. Like he noticed things that I wasn't even able to notice, like the fact that my right ankle was restricted in inversion, for example, which means that now my hip is restricted, for example. But yeah, we got a lot to do. But I'm glad that he knows his shit, because I'm definitely out of my depth here. This is an injury that's been going on for probably 5 years, I'd say, on and off, which is fun. But apart from that, training is going it's pretty fucking good, if I do say so myself. So yeah, what about you, Jack?
I'm alive, and that's what matters. No, things are good. Since pulling prep, health markers have been sound. I've got some bloods to run. We ran bloods before, everything was fine. We forgot to do thyroid, so I just thought that we'd give that a whirl, and then got another round of bloods, just for the sake of being cautious. But I've done like blood pressure twice a day for the past week, and it's been sound. Resting heart rate's a little bit elevated, but that's, I think, me just being heavy. But yeah, so sound. So goal is get healthy, get a good off season going, get to the point where my body is in a good place to prep, and not just me being like, I want to prep and then forcing myself to prep, because it will probably be a really slow, steady, like kind of 24, 30 week super chill prep, already starting very lean. But yeah, so can't complain. Matty Pookie, how's your week been?
I shouldn't have put that as my name for this anyway. No, actually, no, I back it. I just want to say, Camille, you just need to pull a prep now, and then you've just completed the trio. Just need to say that.
Oh shit, yeah.
I just go into prep now. Like,
yeah, mine's a slightly less serious reason than Jack's, but yeah. But anyway, my week has been solid. So I'm back training at Metro Gym for 2 of my sessions now. I just really like the environment there. I went to do a session with someone who had literally just inquired, actually, a friend of mine, and went to do a session with him just to check everything was good. And oh my God, I've missed it. It was empty, and I still missed it, just because they don't play ABBA on repeat. So it is actually not a bad gym. No, it's slightly different when you're trying to get excited for your top set of hack squat, and you've got Deirdre at 79 years old who's walking past you, instead of some geezer going, yes, come on. Like it's a bit different. But yeah, it's been really, really good. I've moved into, I don't know, no one really knows who I'm at. Oh my God, I am. But I've moved into a new place with my parents. It's not like I'm that rich. Yeah, so that's just adjusting to that. My girlfriend's moved in, so it's quite a busy house. At max, there's 6 of us. So very, very busy. But I do kick everyone out so I can do my meal prep. So that's all that matters. Yeah. But apart from that, coaching's been going great. Got a lot of inquiries this week. Very, very busy, man. I've got 4 setups to do, I think, in the next 2 days. So quite a busy couple of days for well, compared to you guys, it might not be busy, but it's busy for me. Well, I've got to fit in Morrison's as well, because unfortunately I still do have another job. But yeah, that's currently where I am at. So
yeah, we've got a call to discuss that like recent influx of inquiries, don't we? And because we've got a little bit of I won't spoil on the pod, but probably something in the works for you there to kind of I was going to say capitalize. It's not really capitalizing. It's kind of just what makes the most sense. But yeah, so if people are on the fence about getting coached by Matty, I would act quick is all I would say, because some stuff's coming in the pipeline.
Yeah, and my coaching name is actually Matty Pookie, so just look that up, and I'm sure that's
Hey, that is a cold name.
cold.
You ever hear about the like top level coaches? They talk about the number of inquiries they get because it's nuts the numbers they churn.
I wonder, because I was just excited getting, you know, like a couple in the space of, you know, a couple of days, and like it must be mad. Like I've seen like Tom Taylor, for example, like him doing stupid amount of setups in like a couple of days. It's like, Jesus, like where do you find the time as well? Like it's just impressive, the time management where by having that many clients and then having to set that many people up. It's mad.
When me and Luke had Christian on the pod, we're like, how's your week been? He's like, mad, I've had 40 inquiries.
Fucking hell.
That's terrifying. That's
Yeah.
absolutely
Fuck it up.
Just doing the inquiry like responses would take like a mental amount of time, and then doing the setups, you know, because you've got to get it quite quick. So like that is mad, to be honest. I really respect that. That's mad.
At that level, most people would be joining as well because they know who you are.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, they know that they're probably expecting someone like that to charge more than they actually do.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking nuts, mate. But nice.
Yeah, but it's almost like right with mine. Like I'm quite, you know, no, I'm not obviously not as heard as I mean heard of as the top level ones. So my inquiry responses will be, you know, a bit longer because I need to improve, like show some information, show my value and stuff like that, in ways that, you know, they might not, because they've just got a massive reputation. So even then you've got to reply to 40 of them. So even if they take like, you know, 5 minutes a piece, that's still quite a lot of time. That's mad.
Mate, 100%. Honestly, nowadays I just kind of do I just ask a few questions via WhatsApp and then just kind of pull them onto a call because it's a lot quicker. You can kind of get a feel for them, and then you've delivered information, because the amount of times that like I would get an inquiry and then send a like loom back or a video back, and then like they just don't watch it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a waste of my time and a waste of your time. It's more efficient just to have a call, I find, a lot of the time. And you kind of get a feel for them and they get a feel for you. And then if they don't sign up there, they're more likely, I think, to kind of circle back and re-sign up later because they get a good feel for you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's definitely way better than just sending a cold message back and being like, yeah, just a couple of questions here. Like, even if it's just a voice note as well, just showing a bit of personality, I find is what helps me, at least. I feel like I get a bit more traction and a bit more response. Definitely more personalized, I feel like.
It's overlooked. Like a lot of coach, like people know that like most good coaches can do a good job. It's just comes down to like, who do you vibe with the most? Like when me and Luke did group coaching, to fucking talk about Luke rent free today, apparently, Jesus. We did like group coaching, and we were like, at the end, who wants to stay on for coaching? And half went with him, half went with me, and we were like, out of curiosity, why? And they'd be like, oh, you made this joke this time that made me laugh, or we've got the same music taste, or like it would always be like very surface level stuff. So you'd be amazed what makes people inquire with like one coach over another, because once someone's decided they want to coach, they're going to kind of go to a pool of people, and then it's just who do they vibe with the best, you know?
Yeah, for sure. If you're going to spend, you know, a lot of your day, if you're quite, you know, one of them clients who need quite a lot of attention, which there are a lot of them, you know, if you were going to spend like a lot of your day messaging someone, you better fucking like them, because, you know, it's going to be pretty hard. And, you know, you're going to be talking about some probably quite detailed stuff, some sensitive stuff sometimes when it's needed. You know, you need to trust them as well, and you can't trust someone you think is a cunt, if I'm honest. So,
yeah.
I mean,
we have no clients. Everyone thinks we're cunts.
Yeah, facts, to be honest. All my inquiries were just bots, to be honest. Only fans bots. That's what I thought.
Bots, mate.
They're evolving.
We did smooth segue. I don't know if you've been keeping up with fucking here we go. I've got to log back into my Wi-Fi, bro. I don't know if you've been keeping up with what I've been doing. I've been giving people gift cards for Conti for asking the best question. So we have got questions for this week. If you
was it who won? One of your clients won? Is it Kez?
Kez won the last one, yeah.
Is that a different one?
Camille picked it out from a blind. We did it completely blind. He didn't know it was Kez. So I'll do it again. I'm not going to tell you who's asked the questions until we've only got 3 guys. Slacking.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
People don't want HydroFlow, clearly. It's Conti's fault. But yeah, I'll ask the questions and then we can kind of take a vote.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm done. I can go for that.
All right, so first question is, they're all coaching related, of course. What made you realize that, this coaching stuff is for me?
Okay, are we answering them separately, or is it just me?
We'll go around. So we'll do you, Matty, Camille, and then I'll go.
Okay, so when I first joined, oh god, we're talking about again Luke. Jeez, he's getting so much promotion in this video. So I first joined him when I was like pretty impressionable, right? I was going through just joining uni, and like basically anything he said, I was like, oh, that's fucking mint, mate. You know, I was trying to be nice, but like he was he showed me kind of a path down fitness, which wasn't, oh my god, I can do a 6-minute ab workout and get a 6-pack. It's like, wow, I can move my arm here or put the cuff here, and it kind of changes how it's hardest. And it's just that part of fitness is always the thing that's, you know, stuck with me, right? And it's almost like these small little changes can make massive changes in your life, right? And I always thought fitness was what, you know, like, or, you know, physique related stuff would always just stay in the gym, right? It would just be that 2 hours a day I spend in the gym, or an hour when I used to skip like calves and fucking legs and shit like that. But, you know, it was like, I always thought it would be that little period, but the amount it seeps into the rest of your life changes how you talk, like, when I say changes how you talk and present yourself, it's generally just like organization, time management can really, really help with that. It just helps you in so many aspects of your life. And then them positives. And then when I started coaching with you as well, I joined you because I was interested in becoming a coach as well. But you know, you two have had a massive inspiration on me becoming a coach. Yeah, there you go. Shout out to both of you. And yeah, just the general interest in all them little intricacies around physique development is really what made me. And just the fact you can make a massive impact on someone's life by losing weight, gaining muscle, and it can be mental. Just being a part of that process is sick. So, what about you, Camille? What do you feel about that?
That forced me to do it. I don't want to do it.
It's true. Yeah, he is. Yeah, legal contract gunpoint, mate.
Yeah.
I think I'm at a very similar point to what you said. I think after Jack being Jack's client, well, I still am Jack's client, but after like seeing the impact that having a coach can have and having the background of an osteo, I just saw it as a natural progression. I don't want to do hands-on osteopathy either full-time or for the rest of my life because it does fuck up your joints. It is a very physically intensive job, and I also know, being, you know, having aspirations of becoming a professional bodybuilder, I need my body to bodybuild. I can't be doing 9 to 5s and then going to the gym for 3 hours, you know, especially in prep. So that's kind of why I went down that route, you know, being Jack's client, having Jack as a role model, being like, I want my clients to feel like I do with Jack. And obviously being part of the business now, like if I struggle with anything, I can message Jack. You know, we're constantly talking in the group chats between, you know, the business mentors and people that can help me out. So having access to that has definitely really helped. So yeah.
Fucking glazing, bro. Cringe.
Yeah, shut up.
The thing that got me into coaching was, I think the first time I coached, I charged 2 people 15 quid a month, and I got that 30 quid, and I was at uni, so I was like, this is sick. And then the payment is done, right? It's like monthly. So you're like, okay, I've got like no money now for however long. And then I realized that like quite quickly it got to a point where like it starts off because I was at uni and I was like flat broke, so that money was like everything. I was so excited. I remember being like, oh, that's like a couple packs of chicken breast paid for, easy peasy. And so I gradually, like, it sounds weird, but like I stopped noticing when the money would come in, and I started to be like, oh shit, I'm excited because this person's doing this and this person's doing this. And I remember like literally being like in my uni house and running upstairs because someone sent me form clips. I like sprinted upstairs and was like, I need to get on this. And I would tell people, I'd look at the set, I would write down what RIR or RPE I think it was, use that to then work out what I think they should lift next week, and go through every single set and tell them, lift this for this many reps or this many reps. Or if you're going to go higher weight, do this, or lower weight, do this. So I give them like 3 options. Like it took me ages, really poor time efficiency. But that's when I was like, okay, I'm fully addicted to this. It's fucking fantastic. And then yeah, like when you get a transformation, that excitement of like, holy shit, like I've done something here is really, really cool. and kind of I wanted to put it on social media, not because I was like, oh, cool clients. It was more like from the perspective of like showing everyone, hey, here's what we did. That was really cool. But yeah, there you go. There's my answer. Fucking hell.
That's wholesome as fuck. Like the running upstairs to, you know, do the fall. I relate to that so much. I actually, we've all been there.
In the air when he gets a message, like.
Yeah, on my bed, kicking and giggling my feet.
You do that anyway when Camille takes you anyway. So.
It's true. Okay, we've got a 2-part question. So really, we've got 2 questions. Fucking hell, kill me. Anyway, that's because I spammed my story. Right. If you lost your physique, clients, and following overnight, how would you rebuild your coaching business and credibility from scratch? They put credibility underlined. Bomber clock. That's a hard one.
Wait, so you said physique what? Sorry, could you just repeat the question? Because
it was you've lost your physique, clients, and following.
Okay. Go on, Camille. Where are you going to go first?
Rebuild your business and your credibility.
Just get fucking wham and compete.
To be fair, it works.
Take double the dose.
Yeah, double the dose. Like that is the like some of the best coaches also happen to be really fantastic athletes, and like if you want to fast track your progress as a coach, like you could be a really good bodybuilder and start advertising coaching, and you will get 10 times more inquiries than a coach who's more educated but isn't as well known.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the first thing you've got is if you are a good coach, you technically have one client and it's you. So put all of your coaching into that one client, and that will demonstrate a lot of your value already. You don't need to be like Marcus Raw. You don't need to be huge. You don't need to be Jay Cutler. But like if people can see that you're making significant strides, and you can do that for yourself, or you can do that with a coach, then fantastic, great, brilliant. But if you're not able to, as a coach, with a coach, get yourself good results, like again, you don't need to blow up overnight, but you need to be making good results. If people can see that you're just not walking the walk, it's like, well, then how the fuck are you going to help someone else who isn't you? If you've got full control of your actions and you can't get a good outcome, how are you going to control someone else's outcome? So document your journey, start to post up what you're doing, share your knowledge. A lot of credibility comes from knowledge. Like if people are like, yeah, I've heard people say that before, people who are really big and really good coaches, and you're also saying that, cool. And if you explain things in a very honest and sincere way, people can always tell compared to if you're parroting. So share your progress, share your knowledge, and just offer to help people for free and work with people for free and be like, hey, can I like post up your transformation? I can blow your face or whatever, but can I like help you? That's kind of the best way to do it. And then in terms of following, if you really want to grow a following, just be really controversial, but that's kind of, I don't know, neither here nor there.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit disappointed Jack went before me because I think he knows how to fucking grow a business. So now I don't really know what to say. But no, I think I just genuinely do what I'm doing now. Evidence that you're doing coaching. Literally tell everyone, shout it from the fucking rooftops that you're doing coaching, like Jack told me to. Because I wasn't. Funny enough, I did not amount to get these inquiries. Not that it's anything crazy, but it's definitely progressing the more I do it. But just shout it from the rooftops. I mean, if you're doing some, I don't know, menstrual cycle nutrition notes like I've got here, like just evidence it. Take a photo, put it on your story. Actually do the work as well. Don't fucking fake it. Do the work and then post it secondary. Because I feel like some people, you can kind of tell when people are just randomly doing it and then just posting it and not actually digesting it. Planning, like I often, if I'm going to do education, I'll plan in when I'm going to write down the stuff, when I'm going to, I won't write down when I'm going to post it, but I'll post it. And then, maybe like half a week later to a week later, I'll have a little reminder in my Google Calendar to go back through this, look through the flashcards that I make on the fucking Quizlet because it saves my life. But yeah, that's just evidence is the biggest thing. I mean, I don't want to say too much because it's just repeating what Jack said. Obviously, it's funny enough, he knows how to make coaches into coaches.
Speaking of repetition, that's one thing that I would hammer home for most coaches is like, everything you say because you said it, but most people don't. If you're like marketing in a nutshell, without going too like off track, marketing in a nutshell is basically like say it until you're sick of saying it, and then say it 10 more times, and then say it 10 more times. And then when you think you're being repetitive, say it 10 more times again, and then 10 more times, and then 10 more times again, and then 10 more times again. And then you're starting to get people aware of what you're doing. Like, I've been officially coaching for 5 years. I coach other people how to coach, and I still get DMs of people who are like, hey, you still coaching? Yes. Well, where have you been? But like, you'd be amazed. Like, I've posted 1,436 posts. So that's 1,436 days in a row of me saying, here's what I do. And people still don't know what the fuck I do. So, and until you, like, you're never going to be too repetitive. So like, whenever Matty gets a new client, I'll be like, right, show that you got a new client, show you setting up the new client, show their first check-in, show their first week, show their first win, show their first everything, document it. Imagine it's like your kid and you're their parent and you're documenting like the first time the tooth falls out, their first step, their first word. You document everything, their first everything. Do that with your clients, because there is no such thing as too repetitive. If your followers get pissed off by you talking about coaching repeatedly, they're not following you for any particular reason that's helpful to you. Like, they might follow you because they fancy you, or they like your physique, or they think you're cool. But if you're a coach and your page is intended to get clients, then having people like that is not going to benefit you in the long run.
That's exactly what I said the other day to Becca. Actually, she was like, "Are you worried about your follower count?" I was, because it's going up, and I was like, "No, not really. If I've got 40 followers as opposed to 1,000, and all 40 of them people are interested in coaching, I'd rather have that than 1,000 weirdos who want to message me about, wow, your chest looks big." And it's like, well, they won't say that because my chest doesn't look big, but you know, some weirdos that are going to be strange, but you know.
Yeah, it's like, when coaches worry about follower count, I'm like, well, I've only got 2,000 followers and I haven't got 2,000 clients. So I argue the issue is not that, like, it's not that I need more followers. Like, it's that my conversion rate is not good enough. Like, if I had 2,000 followers and 1,000 clients, I'd be like, that's pretty fucking good. Or even 2,000 followers and 200 clients, that's pretty doable. That's like 1 in 10 that signs up. That's pretty fucking good. And again, that's only like 2,000 followers. It's like, unless if your follower count is, it just doesn't need to be that high. Like, sometimes my follower count will go down, and I've seen new people follow me, and I'll be like, well, that's people who aren't interested leaving and people who are interested joining, and that's cool. That's fine. Yeah. All right. What do we reckon out of those two? Who had the best quenching?
I like the second one because it was more in depth, to be fair. Yeah. I'm sad there's no like anything about kissing men or anything like that.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Real. No,
that's what everyone's here for.
Goss. Camille, which one are you voting for?
Yeah, the second one.
All right, big man Hayden. Hayden from Transform Action. Shout out. The big man has won a Conti gift card. £10 off.
Congrats.
Well done. You can now get some manager flow and some whey and some core. And spend more money than you would have if you hadn't had the £10 off, but that's okay.
Yeah. Can we get a little bit for voting you as well? You send us £5 each, so you actually get nothing, and we get.
Yeah, exactly. £5 to Matt and Camille.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I need to message Conti to get more of those gift cards. It was a fucking pain in the arse. I didn't get that many. I only got like 5. I do need to get more. But yeah.
I actually haven't even got anything from Conte. I can't lie. I've heard the Hydroflow is really, really good, but I know it's a good brand, but
yeah, Hydroflow yummy. The cream of rice is decent.
Yeah.
They're way.
Seriously.
I've just got trained by John Peters cream of rice, just in the hopes that he'll drop one of his trend vials in there, and then maybe I can just get away with it.
John Peters.
Oh, did you say John Peters? Is that what I said? Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. But I would say I've trained legs today, but it's like earlier in the day, so I literally don't have an excuse. That's Jordan Peters is what I meant.
I like that you unacronymed TBJP.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that either. Can we just stop, bullying me, all right? I'll just say, like, I'm natural, so I'm going to live 20 years longer because that's how that works.
You're giving me lifestyle athlete vibes.
Lifestyle athlete. That's a roast and a half.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I might just jump on.
John Peters.
Fuck off.
I've recently secured the Jordan Peters cream house.
I'm gonna kill myself.
What flavors you got?
I actually got cherry bakewell today, and then I got that's it's actually fucking good. And then I've got custard cream because I just fucking love custard creams. Who doesn't? I mean, if you say you like bourbons over custard creams, I'm gonna think you spend time around children's playgrounds. I'm not gonna lie. It's just
No, that's real.
Yeah.
Real. Have you had the custard cream one yet? Is it any good?
Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. You know,
Does it actually taste like custard cream?
A bit. Not like, oh my god, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm biting into custard cream, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
The thing about like the thing about like core is because it's either like fruit based, vanilla based, or chocolate based. Like all of them, they have to be, because like the actual rice flour itself, those are the only three like real bases that exist. So when you look at like cookies and cream versus like brownie batter versus like dark chocolate, it will just be like the brownie batter mixes slightly thicker, the cookies and cream has slightly more sweetener, the salted caramel has a mixture of vanilla and a ton of sweetener, so they never taste quite like what they say they are. You know what I mean? But they taste nice. Like half of the like chocolate based ways I've had all just taste like chocolate with like varying amounts of sweetener in, and I feel like they're made or broken by what you add to them. Like if you add like actual Oreos or stuff, unreal. Add a bit of dark chocolate, goes a long way, or like peanut butter to like peanut butter based ones, it's great. But yeah, I feel like a lot of flavors of like cream of rice and whey start to taste really similar after a while.
Yeah, I really want them to drop a Biscoff one. I just love Biscoff. Is that just me?
There's Eat Strength have one.
I might have to try it.
It's nice. It's nice. It's not Biscoff though.
Yeah.
Just a bit of what's the point?
The basic white bitch route. I've got vanilla, brother. No, I know.
I've got vanilla. I've got vanilla as a backup. That's how bad it is. I just in case I run out.
I got up and I panicked. I was like, "What the fuck am I gonna get?" Because there's so many flavors. I was just like so stimulated. I felt like a kid in a candy store. I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to get." So I was like, "Fuck it, just default to the vanilla."
Wait. So you saw like 16 flavors, and you went
vanilla. There was more. Oh, mate, this shop that I went to, I just typed in like a supplement store in Glasgow, and I drove to. It was like 20-minute drive, and I go in there. I didn't know what to expect. It's like literally like a warehouse, and there's like fucking rows like double the size of me that they have to get like ladders in order to take the shit down. And I'm like fucking staring at the protein powders like this. Like it's just too much for me. I didn't know what to get.
Bro got overstimulated by cream of rice. That's mad.
I've been on the you guys will know because of the group chat, but the listeners won't know. I've been on the ESN train recently, and it's spenny, and you have to import it from Germany, but it's good. The ways are so good. They're like cream of the like rice pudding kind of thing.
Oh, the rice pudding's meant to be really good in it. Yeah,
it's weird. It's a weird one. Like it's kind of. It's a weird texture, and it kind of continues to cook. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but their ways are good. Their ways are really good.
Yeah, I've just switched it. Well, not just at the start of the month. I switched to vegan protein to try and not get my my girlfriend to die every time she comes near me because she's got a severe milk allergy. And honestly, it's not even bad. I feel like a hippie saying that, but it makes more like a cream. If you put it in like oats, it makes it more like cakey, and it mixes a bit better for me at least. Oh well, it depends what you mean is better, but I find cakey oats a bit better. Makes me a bit more full, and yeah, it's just fucking lovely. I'm not even gonna lie. It smells like absolute dog shit, but it tastes nice. So a win is a win, boys.
Is that JP vegan?
No, no, it's not John Peters. It's it's Perform. I think Perform. I just know it mixes well. Perform. I think is it plant? No, it's not. It's just vegan. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Perform are crazy because their ways are so unreal, but their core is so wank.
Yeah, Perform core is like top 3 worst cores I've ever had.
Camille, your poor client Kyle was absolutely fucked it.
I know. I didn't see. I've not really had that much core in the past. I recently just started having it, but I know Perform is fucking shit. I've had it before. I think Will had some. Oh,
what, does it just not mix well, or does it just taste like ass?
Taste mix. Well. It's so bad. It's so you know Big Ken, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like a cream of rice review for Perform and was like, "This is the shittest thing I've ever eaten."
I do love him. I love him.
Awful! It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like you could run it through a food processor and a blender, and it will still have lumps.
Oh, that's
And it just tastes awful. It's like I don't know what Perform seem really good at. I mean, to be fair, like digestibility wise, a lot of their whey is not great. Like a lot of people have issues with it, but the taste is fantastic. I don't know what they're doing over there, but their whey tastes great. But yeah, their cream of rice, no, they need to sort that out. It's horrific.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is we just need to be sponsored by old John Peters and Conte, and then we'll be fine. Like we'll be sorted. Yeah.
I would
sponsorship, like an Archer Academy, fucking sponsorship. Business.
I would say for core JP, for Waze, Conti, or ESN, or Perform.
Yeah.
If you struggle with digestion, ESN, I'm telling you. If you struggle with oats, the ESN rice pudding is quite good. It's a weird one. It's kind of like a halfway between cream of rice and oat. I think it is literally just oat flour. I think that is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, but it's quite good though. Not gonna lie, it's like oat. I think it might be oat and rice flour. It's quite good, but it's like it has a taste and it's a weird taste. So you kind of need to top it with stuff because it doesn't come flavored. It's like if you had unflavored cream of rice.
No.
Yeah, you kind of need to be cautious of like what you add to it.
Yeah, I've seen people like coaches with the athletes on show day. They'll give them like that rice pudding. They'll make it like this block. Yeah, I've seen that, and that. I mean, it looks like the most unappetizing thing ever, but I get the thing behind it. But yeah,
it's like a squares bar but less sweet.
Yeah, it's like a squares bar without the good bits.
When you're that deep in prep, though, I'm pretty sure you'd fucking eat anything.
Yeah, to be fair, if I got a squares bar in front of me, I'm pretty sure I would just bust on site. I'm not even gonna lie in prep.
That's one of those. You're thing when you're like, I swear that is a squares bar. It's literally like it's a block.
You walk past a fucking builder's site and you see a brick. Oh yeah, lovely squares bar. That is me. Digestibility on top right there.
I'll never forget Dan's prep when we went to see the show and like he's just eating whey paste, like fucking.
Oh bless him, and he was shaking, and I was like, oh bless. Man.
Yeah, going hypo while he's eating.
Oh. He was like, I was sat. I met him before you did in the car park, and he was sat there eating his food. Well, I don't know if you can even call it food at that point, but he was shaking, and I was like, oh man, I literally went in my head. Please don't get me like this, Jack.
Yeah, that was when you were prepping.
Yeah, I was like, I was looking at, and he was like, I was asking him about his prep, and he was saying, I can't remember how many weeks it was, but oh my god, remember it was like a diet time prep, wasn't it? So it was you were just surviving.
Yeah, let me find it.
But he looked mint. I remember seeing his photos. I don't know if I messaged him. No, I did message him post show, but I was like, yeah, that's a sick look. Like he's most muscular as well. The variation he did of that was really, really cool. I liked how that looks on him.
Yeah, it was good. It was a little spill across the upper, which was a shame, but it was only one show that we did, so things like that sometimes happen.
Yeah, for sure. I remember
it was a really prep as well, wasn't it?
It was what?
It was a really long prep as well, wasn't it? Or like
I'm trying to find the timeline.
I just remember him coming to the academy meetup, and I remember his legs when he was dead at the Archer Academy meetup, but like his leg was so grainy. I was like, jeez, go on.
Stinky room upstairs.
It was a 40-week prep.
Fucking stank.
Like a stanky room, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah, 40 weeks and 72 pounds.
40 weeks.
72 pounds. Just cut off his leg at that point. Just
off the limb. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's mad work from you two. Fair enough.
Oh mate, I just told him to fucking crack on.
But yeah, I think he is genuinely the most coachable person you could probably get. I mean, shout out Dan, but like you talk to him, you'd be like, I could never coach because if I said do this and they said no, he would go, just shut the fuck up and do it. Like, I mean, he's just so black and white, which is great to have as a client. I did like his outlook on stuff. But yeah, his takes on he got into becoming like a bit of a chef, didn't he? He's a proper chef. Yeah.
He was just like cooking and baking for his girl, and then like he'd make like a really nice high calorie meal and then just make her eat it. Like
72-pound bread makes his girlfriend put on all the pounds he's lost. That would be turbo bulk.
He like woke her up with like a full English, and she was like, "I'm not hungry." And he was like, please
get some steps in, get that do a digestion walk. Come on, lad. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember messaging him. I was like, "How's prep?" And he was like, "I've taken up baking." And I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I've made a New York cheesecake and an Oreo brownie, and like fucking he was like taking it to work and stuff. Like he would make like 5 desserts and take them to work. Like, he's a nuts man.
Nah, that's fair though. So not binge on that, because I mean, if I made a cheesecake, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I would fucking put my head in that like it owed me money. I'd be like, fair enough.
One of the like bits of advice Jack gave me for my prep was like, don't put yourself in the environment where you're likely to binge. Okay, he took that assignment and just flipped it the other way around. He's making the case. Like, how mentally strong do you have to be deep in prep? And so you're making it yourself. You're crafting it. Like,
thing is, we talk about it, and like it was kind of it was like the same post prep. Like, he'll crave, but it doesn't take much to satisfy it. Like, he would like if someone had food that he wanted, he would smell it and be like, "That's me sound. I don't need it now."
Yeah.
Like, it's the same when I was like, we went out for food and we went and got like I can't remember, it was like a chicken burger and chips, and he got like halfway through it and was like, "Yeah, it's whatever. Like, I'm done now. That was cool. That was nice." Like, he'll crave, and then he just needs like the tiniest little bit, and then he's had it and he's like, "Oh, I'm done. Don't care anymore." So I think for him, it was like being around the food didn't make him want it more. It was kind of like, okay, well, that's done now. Cool. Like, as far as he's concerned, he had that fucking full fry up for breakfast because he was around it.
Yeah.
I think his post nut is.
What's that?
I wonder what his post nut is. Does he just come? He's like, I don't care. Fuck off. Like, I'm done now. Like,
I was gonna say something, actually related to coaching, but you know what, that works as well. But yeah, I was gonna say, I think a lot of people actually are like Dan, but they just don't have the willpower to stop, because they do get halfway through a meal, they've enjoyed it. If they're say halfway through a binge and they've enjoyed it, but their mind just won't tell them to stop. Right? They don't have the sometimes it's willpower, sometimes it's not, obviously, but they don't have that discipline or whatever situation they're in to stop. But they have the signalings there to be like, oh, you should stop now. But it's just Dan's just so black and white that you can just do it on like a light switch. But some people can't.
That like finishing your food. The thing is like, so because obviously like, I used to struggle with binging as all the time. The two things that like I clocked that kind of made it worse, like bodybuilding made it worse because every time you eat your food, you finish it.
Yeah.
And you don't really listen to hunger signaling, which was really difficult. Like, that then makes untrapped meals for people difficult. That's why I'm such a big pusher of them, because like Luke's fantastic. Fuck off, Luke. Luke's fantastic at it, because like he'll just be like, I'm done. But equally, that is like, we've had conversations about this, that in the off season is what holds him back, because he'll be like, I'm done eating, and I'll be like, no, the fuck you are not. There is food on your plate. Finish it. But like that idea of like, one of the best ways to overcome binging is to have too much food on your plate and leave it and be fine with that. Like, if you can get to like, it would start off with like throwing that food away, but if you can get to the point where like, say if I had like a cheesecake and I ate what I wanted and I just left it to the left of me and I'm sound with it being there, that's a great relationship with food, but that's really hard to do. A little bit childhoody. If you grew up with that household of like, oh, you finish what's on your plate and then you get dessert, or you finish what's on your plate, you never build that kind of awareness of like, I'm done eating, therefore the meal stops. It's kind of like, well, that's what you've been given. And it can be difficult in bodybuilding, because either you're like, if you're getting an untrapped meal, you're probably going to a restaurant, and you don't get that all the time. So a lot of people are very inclined to finish all their food. Same if you get takeaway. Very few people take on-track meals as like they've cooked it at home. But even then, if it's something that doesn't fit the normal of their nutrition, they're more inclined to finish it all because there's a bit of a scarcity mindset there. And you're constantly, every single time you eat, you weigh out what you're eating and then you eat all of it.
Yeah.
So never build that like, okay, well, I cooked 100 grams of rice, but I only had 95, so I'll leave that last little bite because I don't want it. You just go, no, I just eat it. You know, and like you'll see people in off season like getting all of the grains of rice and then eating it. And it's like, I think that's part of the reason why so many people within like fitness and nutrition struggle with binging, because once your like mind goes, you're hungry, get everything. And when you're buying food, you're not really eating. Or even if you're in that mindset, you're not really tuned into your hunger. You keep going, and then you've got all the food, and then you kind of reluctantly have to finish it because you've got it and it's in front of you. And that's a mindset that can be hard to break from.
Yeah, I think far too many people are avoidant as well. Like you say, you know, it's about being in them scenarios as well. And, you know, it's very interdependent, right? But like for me, post prep, I struggled with it. Like if I had, I don't know, something that I found I was fine with meals, right? I could finish the meal or I could stop halfway through. I just stopped when I wasn't hungry, but with something that I could very easily binge on. So like something like crisps where you can just keep going, you know, you don't even notice you're eating it. I found the best way for me to, this won't work for everyone, but I found the best way was I'd get something I really fucking like, custard creams. There you go. That was actually something I used. I'd literally just fucking sit there. I'd do some work and I'd have it next to my desk. You know, some days I'd have one and I'd be like, you know, that's mint. But I didn't avoid it. I would have it next to me. I would learn to actually build up that skill, because it is, at the end of the day, especially something like a post prep, it's a skill not to do that. And you know, you don't want to be too avoidant of it. I could have just fucking been like, no custard creams, completely none, and gone cold turkey. But I probably would have just, you know, 11 o'clock raided my mum's cupboard and just fucking ate them all. Like, but now I could actually say no to that. And I know that sounds like so fucking soppy, and you know, but that's a skill I've developed. And I'm pretty happy with that, and it's carried over to my off season now, because I'm not, you know, in my first meals a day or second meal a day where I'm really, really hungry, I'm not overeating and then fucking up my digestion for the rest of the day. I'm just like, yeah, right, I've got another meal later. Let's not do that. And it's just, I think a lot of people are too avoidant of them issues. And it's the same with, like, you know, when like Camille talks about like injuries, it's like, yeah, you either get them people who are avoidant or they want to do something about it. And, you know, they'll go to an osteopath or something like that, or someone actually skilled, and try and fix it, rather than just going, oh, you know, I'll do 10 to 15 reps to tone the muscle and avoid the injury. So anyway, that's my little 2 pennies worth, I suppose.
One of my favorite ways to recover from like trigger foods is it's something that, like, it starts off a little bit rocky, but it works quite quickly. It's like, I did this a long time ago with chocolate. That used to be a bad trigger food for me. You basically commit to always having 5 bars of chocolate in the house. Always 5. You eat all 5, you buy another 5 immediately. You eat 2, you buy 2. You eat 1. If you eat half the bar, throw out the other half, buy a bar. You always have 5 full bars of chocolate, and you basically just desensitize yourself to the fact that you're just surrounded by it all the time. And you will fuck up several times, and quite horrendously, but it goes away. And then you have an ability to be around a food that normally you wouldn't. And then you're able to, like, just not binge and indulge. Like, I remember, chocolate bars used to be fucking bad for me. It wasn't really bad until I had a first diet, and I've had a first diet of dark chocolate. And then it just, like, slowly became like eating a little bit more and more and more until, like, the bar would go. And then I'd get multiple bars in a go and just be like, plow through them. It was bad. But if you give yourself that, a lot of like relationship with food, if it's overeating, it's just, a lot of it comes from guilt and not allowing yourself to do that. And you have to truly, truly, truly surrender yourself to the fact that you've done it, and that's fine. And you have to allow yourself to do it multiple times. It just loses its appeal. Like, a lot of it is that kind of like weird rush of like you're doing something wrong and like punishing yourself, that kind of gets your psyche and your subconscious going, particularly for like people who boredom eat, because it's like something to do and like you get a bit of emotional kickback from it. But there you go. Fucking hell, we talked a lot about relationship with food. Flipping it.
Yeah. This is the awkward bit where everyone's just quiet now.
Fuck, you know, how long have we been going for?
47 minutes.
47 minutes. We could wrap it there. I was hoping we'd have more questions. Before I probably should have peeked before. I got things
Oh,
going.
you should have got your quick fire questions up.
Quick fire questions.
Oh, the quick
We've
question.
probably done the quick fire questions with you, Matty, like a million times at this.
Have
rate.
we? I feel like we always go. We'll do that next time. I swear I haven't got the quick fire questions yet. Or is that just me?
I've got them, so Luke better not kill me.
Well, we don't have to do it, but
No, we'll do a couple. We'll have a look.
I love a look.
What's the most common misunderstanding people have about you?
let's have a think. I was going to say that I'm not fucking annoying. That's really bad. That came to my mind straight away. Probably the fact that because I'm quite easygoing, generally, if you talk to me, it means that they think I'm like that, you know, when I'm at work or I'm in the gym and stuff like that. My personalities are drastically different. Like I am quite chilled back, laid back. I'm not someone to get in aggression or whatever. And then when I get in the gym, it's the complete fucking. I'm in no fucking zone. No. But I'm like, you know, it's just fucking. It does piss me off where I think people think that we're like really quiet, laid back people can just, you know, that there isn't a switch or anything like that, and they're not. They're just very, very nonchalant, and they don't really care about the stuff they do. But I've got passion. I just don't need to fucking show it every 2 seconds and make it my personality. So.
Fair. Valid, mate. Moving on. What would your ideal day in life look like if you didn't have work?
What if I had infinite money? Are we saying, or like just didn't have work? Wake up, lay in bed with my girlfriend all day, and play Stardew Valley. I think that's fair.
No one for that.
Unironically, I'm
not one to comment on my recent adventures, so.
No, I just want to chill, man. I just want to chill.
A chill guy.
He's so parasympathetic. Let my boy rest.
For real. I maybe train legs right at the end of the day, but I'd still have the headset on and play Stardew Valley in the middle of my pendulum squat because I'm just that chill.
Matthew sympathetic.
If you could coach any historical figure who isn't a bodybuilder, who would you coach?
Oh, yeah, so many opportunities for jokes.
Only one answer, I am telling you.
Right.
What did you say, Jack? Did you say Gandhi?
Yes, bruv.
I remember now, yeah.
Mate, Gandhi, the transformation. You imagine you had 100 pounds to Gandhi, become like an ethical weapon.
I reckon Luke's gonna fucking love this because it's but I reckon Hitler because that's crazy, but I reckon Hitler because the amount of shoulder flexion he's doing, right? He needs the imbalances, right? The shoulder flexion he's doing is crazy. Gotta get the shoulder extension.
So man's doing a Y raise perpetually.
Real. That man must have some delts. Jeez.
The last spread when he did a speed, people would listen to him more.
I don't think we should be saying people should listen to him more, if I'm honest.
I remember doing the hand raise the last spread. Like,
remember like 3 minutes ago when we were like, "Oh, it's been a decent time. Maybe we end it there." Yeah. Next time.
Sorry, guy. I couldn't think. That's bad. That's the thing that came to. I was gonna say something about Rosa Parks and be doing isometric contractions, but I'm not gonna. I don't.
Why Rosa Parks for isometrics?
Because she just sat constantly. It's an isometric, mate.
Right. Nah, this is actually.
Where's this? Right, that is not bad. That's just a historical figure. I haven't said that's, you know. All right, well, maybe I should stop defending myself. Hashtag cancelled.
Anyway, nightmare meal plan, 3 meals. Nightmare meal plan, worst meal plan you can fathom. It has to be, can't say like soil.
Anything over 20 grams of olive oil, and then like cream of rice. No, here we go. Cream of rice, olive oil, turkey mince, all in one meal. That's meal one. Yeah, the textures aren't texturing. Maybe some kind of shake that has tuna, because I'm not Marcus Rule. Tuna, like 5 grams of salt, and then like some steak. That would be a bit. Oh, actually, no. I don't know if that wouldn't be that bad. Actually, to be fair, maybe that's crazy. And then like meal free, something right before bed. Let's think something fucking voluminous, so you go to bed like shitting yourself. Let's go for like loads of that rice pudding in a cement block, and then tuna on top. Let's go.
Okay. We'll do rice pudding tuna. All right then.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me and Camille?
Can I have some money? It's a complete honest question there.
If you take your clothes off, we'll throw some.
Oh shit! No. Wait, let me think. No, I'm gonna ask something that's not too leading. I want no, not like that. I meant like doesn't take forever. What do you think? This is I don't know if you can say it, but like, what do you think is the kind of most I don't want to say annoying, but kind of the worst person you could possibly coach? Let's say that, like, worst kind of personality type, shit like that.
Camille, you go.
Someone who thinks they're better than you. So like they're just completely unresponsive to any feedback they give you. You're like, okay, why don't you try this or this or this? They're like, yeah, cool, and they don't implement it. Because then it kind of reflects badly on you as a coach, because you know they're not getting the result that they want, and subsequently you're not giving them a result they want, but also they're not listening to you. So what's the fucking point? They're just giving you money for no reason.
Yeah, completely valid. Jack, what about you?
Oh, my Wi-Fi holding up. There we go. I think the worst type of person to coach. I want to give a really original and unique answer and really insightful, but I think all of it just boils down to someone who doesn't truly know what coaching is and doesn't truly want it. Like, they think that coaching is something magical and not something that you work through. And so they expect some fantastical result through no change of action, or they're not willing to take on board your advice, even though that's kind of what they're paying for, and that's the whole point. So, yeah, probably that. We'll do one more. What's something in the industry that we don't talk about nearly enough?
Glue. Sorry.
No, you go first.
That was taking the piss.
Well, I didn't hear what you said. It just fucking cut off. Oh, fair, yeah. I think people are so focused on. I think it might get talked about, but not enough. Well, that's exactly what the fucking question is. So when people dive way too much into the specifics, when in reality they like really overcomplicate it. You just need some kind of longevity, so like passion, you know, actually being injury free, just eating and training hard. Like, why does it have to? It can get really complicated, but that is the thing that needs to be drilled into people. Just like you can get so into it, but just have some passion for something and do it well and effectively. Funny enough, you'll grow. Shit, who would have thought? Yeah,
bars, bro.
We'll end on that high before fucking Matty says anything else.
You can tell Luke's been coaching me, Jesus.
Yeah, to be fair, sometimes Luke comes out with some shit, and I'm like, brother.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, you don't want to hear the cues he gives me.
That I know you, and I know you are trying to like ruffle feathers, but like you're gonna get banned, mate. Like,
yeah. Luke rarely ever pops up to my story, but I remember one time he popped up. I put a post. It was like a funny post of like how many calories would be in a baby. And he popped up, but he was like actually had like written a paragraph about it. I was like, of course you would pop up to this. Like, it's such a Luke thing to pop up to. Like,
that is great. Or anything political, because he replied to Becca's political thing, and Becca was like, "Oh no."
Oh, shit, did he?
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, Matty, thank you for your time, especially on a Tuesday evening. Where can people find you? Where are your links? They'll be down below for anyone listening, but just say them out loud anyway.
So on Instagram, it is the Performance Pathway with some underscores in between. And you can find all my links in the bio, because I'm a cool, flashy online coach and I have my own little website thing. So yeah, that's Instagram is where you're going to find me most. And then you can get my WhatsApp through there. So
beautiful stuff. As always, I'm Jack_Archer Academy. Camille has been over there. No, I'm kidding. Camille has been Archer Academy. Our links are down below. We're basically like Matty but better. No, I'm kidding.
Matty but bigger. I think is fair.
But less pooky. Less pooky though.
Less pooky.
Yeah.
Less of a mullet.
Real, yeah.
Jeez. Why are we all doing some nonchalant?
Me and Camille are in a push-up. That's why I've got facial hair, trying to cover up the lack of job. To be fair, actually, Camille, your face is not fat at all. My face is chubby.
No, what do you actually just got out of the car?
Yeah, but
I'm
mate,
in a push-up as well. I just don't want to grow facial hair.
mate, my head was round. I was like 10 weeks out, and I was like, why is my face still so fucking round? Like a bowling ball on stage. But anyway,
Simple
right.
in the face.
Thank you everyone for listening. Until the next one, you know where to find us. If you want to ask any questions, you will get, if you get picked as the best question, then you get 10 quid off your next Conti order, which is always fun. Actually, no, it's literally just straight up 10 quid. So if you can find anything that's worth 10 quid, it's just free. Anyway, cheers everyone. Have a good one.